Is it your name, J.D Machhi?
Are you recording the session?
Yes, yes, of course. You,
I'm also
you
going to
don't
use
have
it.
problem? Any problem? Do you have any problem?
I
If I
have
record,
also. No,
okay,
no. I'm also YouTuber, so maybe I will be using this recording also.
okay, okay. Both of us will use this
All right.
recording.
Okay. So as we are meeting for very very first time, and it is my privilege to talk to you. All right. Okay. I love your background, by the way.
How how you know about my background?
I
Okay,
can see.
background, my background. Okay,
Yeah.
background. Right, right, right. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks for loving my background.
Okay. It is an artificial one, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So could you
Okay, so
introduction?
could you please you start first?
Okay. Okay. So first of all, I want to tell my name. Okay. My name is JD. JD from Maharashtra. I completed my intermediate education many years ago. Then I dropped out of my college. At this point, I'm working as a spoken English teacher. I take class, especially online. I have many students nowadays. I like to help the students who are belongs to rural area because in rural area they kind of lack speaking partner, so
Okay.
they can have resources. But if you don't have any speaking partner, how are you going to improve your communication? Yeah. So that's all about me.
Okay, that's nice. So you say that Machi, you are just Jaideep, Jaideep Machi. So you say that just you did just intermediate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still you are providing lessons or coaching to those students who are uh, aspiring to master English language. So
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a great thing in itself having just intermediate and you are enjoying this status right now. So it's really quite wonderful thing to notice. Let
Yeah.
me tell me about myself. I am Deepak Devpa from Uttarakhand. I
Okay.
am a teacher by profession, and I have been in the field of teaching, English teaching, since 2005.
Okay.
Yes, to talk with, to interact with people right here on platform like this and others. That is my hobby, and I love to watch movies sometimes, and I love to listen to music all the time. So it's all about.
Okay.
It's all
What
about.
sort of movie do you like to watch? May I know that?
Uh,
What
Pardon?
what sort of movie do you like to watch? What genres movies do you like to watch?
Okay, genre. You are asking about the genres. So I like every film, no matter to which genre it belongs to. It must be, technically sound.
Okay. And what kind of songs you are enjoying?
I like all melodious songs.
Okay. Still, do you have any
All
favorite?
melodious songs. Whether they are, ghazals, whether they are, romantic songs, whether they are sad songs, whether they are new songs, or, old songs, or a western song, or, Indian song, traditional songs, thumri, वगैरह, everything, all sort of music I like.
So, yeah,
I love
briefly,
to
I would be very concise.
listen to all sort of music.
It's across genres, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. So let's start asking more questions.
Okay, brother, ask whatever you want to ask. I'm up here for, answering
It
you.
is usually, I like to, I enjoy conversation with people, I like to ask funny questions and see like,
Just ask. You are free to ask, whatever you like to ask. There is no restriction on my
okay. So I want to know about little bit about your hometown,
Okay.
Uh,
Actually, as I told you, I live in Uttarakhand, in the
mm,
beautiful hills of Uttarakhand. So you must have heard about Uttarakhand, I think.
yeah.
It's a beautiful place,
Mm,
and it's famous, all over the world, you may say,
okay.
for its, religious tourism.
Religious. So like I
Yes.
like travel with.
we have Char Dhamas here,
Mhm,
Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, Kedarnath. So these are four dhamas we have here in Uttarakhand, and along with it we have many religious places, you may say,
mhm, mhm,
religious places or religious shrines here, like Haridwar, like
mhm.
Devagiri, like Golu Devata temple in Almora, and
Are you
so many others. You know,
are you
so it is
spiritual
full
person?
of full of beautiful scenes and sights, full of it abounds in natural beauty all around. It has beautiful scenes and sight everywhere. There
Okay.
are snow-capped mountain peaks here. You can have view of all these things here in Uttarakhand.
Okay. So are you spiritual person?
To some extent, you may say.
To some extent. Okay.
Yes, yes, not fully spiritual. To some extent, you may say.
Okay. Do you believe in God? And why do you?
I just believe in that, Hingus Bosan or Hings Bosan, what we call that, that supreme, power or energy in which
Mhm.
we all have to be ultimately merged. It is believed, we have to, that universal consciousness. I believe in that universal consciousness with which we have to, unify sometime
Okay.
in our life or after life. So I believe in this.
Do you believe in demons, Lucifers?
Demons. Demons. So I don't believe in demons or all these supernatural things.
Why
Yes,
don't
yes.
you? Because see, on the other hand, you believe in God, but you refusing to believe in ghosts and demons.
Actually,
Why?
my concept of God is somewhat different from the general concept.
Okay.
I'm not, what we call it. Uh, I don't, see God in any form. My God is quite formless. It is all pervaded. It is pervaded. It is all pervaded. It is all pervasive. It is all inclusive. It is omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. That sort of entity it is. It is
Okay.
beyond, human imagination. It is beyond
Comprehension.
human
We
imagination.
cannot comprehend those things, right? You mean that?
Yes, yes, yes.
But still, I
So
believe,
these
like,
all, these all are, all are figment of our mental imagination.
but when we
We
talk
have
about,
made some Satan, we have made some satanic powers, we have made some divine powers somewhere, and we have made class. We have done a class between them. So these are just symbolic, all religious symbols. All sort of religions, they are based on some or other kind of symbols. Symbols, just to make it understand better for general public, for laymen. A layman can't understand, a little child can't understand the complicated concept of God. That's why we have made some you know anecdotes. We have created some anecdotes regarding God and its power,
okay,
and it's all bounties, it's all graciousness, it's all generosity. We have made so many stories around it.
yeah, have you
I
ever
think.
heard paranormal stories around you in your neighborhood?
What sort of stories? Paranormal.
Paranormal, yeah.
Yes, I have just heard, but I have never believed on those paranormal incidents you know
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
I
but I
don't
know.
believe in, actually, people nowadays, they are, involved in, cold-blooded murder, and they don't have any, moral constraint, and they don't, suffer the pangs of all those, what we call
I
it,
believe, I
uh,
believe, I
all
believe
those,
something that. Sorry to
uh,
interrupt you,
sin, sin, or, all sins, they don't see all these things. So I don't
sorry,
believe in it. So,
sorry to interrupt here, but I believe, if one particular person die in a car accident, okay, and they have like unfulfillment, desire with them, okay,
yes.
and they die, or somebody, kind of done something horrible, okay. like a murder and this kind of stuff, so that their soul is not going to rest until they get
No,
a
no,
revenge.
no, no. There is no such, Bhakti Atma, haunted souls, unfulfilled desires, and that they have to, fulfill after their death. I don't believe in such concept.
Hmm.
Whatever, life you have, it is right here. There is no afterlife in my
Why
concept.
why do you feel fear, especially when we go to such a place alone? Okay,
Yes.
why that kind of vibe we feel, especially at night?
Actually,
That's
we are,
very
you are, we are conditioned in certain, in certain, you know, environment, and certain
hmm
sort of, fancies are created all around our mind, right
hmm
from the time when we take birth. Even before birth, our parents, they begin to do different kinds of rituals related to, all these paranormal things. All those all those what we can call it, all those types of SAMs, they, they get involved in. So it is in our blood, you may say, it is in our gene, it is in our surrounding, it is in our environment, that we are brought up in such a way that we are made to believe that these kinds of paranormal things, they actually are, you know
but
are
let me
there in this world.
but
We are,
figure out
we
one
are
thing.
we are brought up in such a, such an environment during our, quite, quite uh, decisive years, you know
Mhm.
when anything that,
So,
you know
sorry to cut you off here. Sorry to
yes,
cut you off. Majority of people believe in demons, ghosts, and
yes,
they
yes,
rituals as well. For example, I will give you. Okay, let me finish here. Whenever we make a new house, okay,
yes,
so
yes.
what sort of ceremony we do? Like
Actually, brother, that is the fear of unknown, which is
you
making us to believe so, that there is somewhat, some power which is beyond our, comprehension, which is regulating all our, affairs of life, all our, all our, life, you may say. So
Mhm.
this is the very reason we are, in such a state where we are, we have to believe in, such nonsenses, I think.
But some people claim that that they literally see the ghost, especially at night. So why do they claim?
I
And they
don't believe in
are very
ghost,
convinced.
brother. I don't
Like,
believe in ghost. I don't believe in ghost, and I
uh,
don't believe in, God, and I don't believe in demon, which is before us. We, those gods and those, demigods and those,
what
demons and those, those all, paranormal, things,
things? Okay.
uh, which are before us.
I want to
I
ask you
don't
very
believe
simple
in all those.
question. Okay. I want
You
to
know,
ask you very
I
simple.
believe in, that Almighty, which is
Almighty.
regulating.
But
Almighty, whether it is a, natural, natural, cosmos, you may say, that
okay.
cosmos, the universal consciousness. I earlier
But how
told you
would
that
you
I
say that
believe in
it
that,
entered?
that universal consciousness, that is same everywhere.
But I
The
don't understand. Like,
consciousness,
sorry, yeah,
which is, running within you, that is almost the same which is running within me. The
all
soul,
right.
you may say. The concept of soul is quite good. I believe in that.
You're talking about you are an atheist, okay? You're talking about right now you're an atheist, and you're believing that there is somebody looking, us, observing
No,
everything.
he is not looking us, brother. He is not looking us. Actually, I believe in the concept that God has a stick, that the so-called God has a stick, and he and his eyes are, blindfolded, and he, use that stick, stick without having, putty
I get it.
in his eyes, and no
Yeah,
matter where it is struck, he doesn't have to do with that.
but yeah,
This is
but
the concept of Shakespeare, a well-known dramatist. I believe
but
in that concept.
when you talk about believing in the universe, okay, Almighty, or like
Okay.
consciousness, you could say that is also your faith. There is no any evidence.
Faith, yes, self faith. That is my self faith. For moving forward my existence, I have to believe in something. That that center me, that give me strength, inner strength. So that's why I am believing in that. Whatever is giving you inner strength, whatever is making you centered, whatever is giving you inner strength, whatever is adding positivity within you, you must believe in that. I think,
What made
and
you?
that is your
What?
God.
Okay, okay, okay. What experience made you an atheist?
If anything is making you let down, if any practice is making you let down, if any practice is making you humiliated, if any practice is is making you quite uncomfortable, just leave that practice. It's my personal personal thinking.
When we talk about like in the Bible or Gita, they couldn't talk about hurting other people, right? Or we people are hurting people, okay. But this book never ever going to talk about hurting other people. So why?
Which book? Which book?
When we talk about the Bible, Quran, or even our
No,
Gita.
every actually, I Bible, Quran, Gita, all are same. In every book, in every book, there is a path shown to the humanity, the good path and the bad path. Both types of examples are there, and it is it is expected from us to walk on the path of whatever is fair, and we have to leave that path which is quite unfair in nature. So every religion teach you so. All teachings are good. I don't say that our religious teachings are not good. They are doing a great service to humanity, no doubt. you know Normal individual can't understand these
So,
sophisticated kinds of
so
ideologies and thought process. He doesn't know about all this. He has to attend satsanga. Only then he can be able to understand this is good or this is bad, this behavior of your is desirable or this one is undesirable. Only then if he attend any satsanga of any religious seer, whether it may be Christian or it may be Islamist or Hindu. It doesn't affect anything.
you don't
It is
believe.
quite good. It is quite good. I say that all religions are doing a great service to humanity.
Uh, so what about those stories? Okay, when you talk about Ramayana and Mahabharata, okay, so you don't believe in
Yes,
those stories as well, I believe.
they are quite good. Those anecdotes are quite good because they are putting before you an example
Mm-hmm.
to uh, to tread on the right path, to follow the right path. You know,
Okay.
and no, whether they are true or not, that's another thing. you know
Okay.
that's another debate. you know we don't have
Okay.
to go through their authenticity or not. Whether they are real or unreal, whether they are real or just the figment of imagination. We don't have to do anything with that. Actually, they are doing great thing, great service to the humanity. They are teaching you a great lesson of life, that you should behave like this, you should not behave like that. So that's the relevance of all religious teachings or all religious scriptures or anecdotes which are before us,
Okay.
whatever
So,
religion they may be. you know
so actually, so sorry, sir. I have only 10% charging right now. I think my time is also up. Okay, and it has been wonderful conversation with you. You
yes, I
have
also enjoyed the
your
conversation with
perspective
you.
about the religion. Yeah, I really, really enjoy this conversation. Sir, do you mind if you send me one picture for thumbnail? That would be really appreciated.
What, sir? Pardon?
One photo because of thumbnail, right? If you send me one photo to make a thumbnail.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Uh,
Definitely, I will send you.
okay, bye for
Okay,
now.
do subscribe my channel also. Okay,
As
that is
well.
English with Deepak
Share
Dev.
me the link. Share me the link. Okay,
Okay, bye,
obviously.
bye, brother. Bye, brother.
Bye,
Have
bye.
a